He's the co-founder of GOproud, play on words there, GOP and proud. Chris, good to see you. Thank you for being with us. You asked for a meeting with Michele Bachmann. I'm kind of curious as to why a group that supports gay rights wants to go as far as having a meeting with her. She's been pretty clear on where she stands.
Well, one, we're a gay conservative group.
Right.
And so, obviously Michele Bachmann is somebody who's been important in the conservative movement.
Right.
And so obviously we would want to meet with her. I mean, secondly, I also think it's important that we have these conversations, that we have these dialogues. Far too many on the gay left in this country simply want to demonize everyone who disagrees with us.
Right.
I mean, the fact is we're never going to see progress on issues that we care about unless we engage in a meaningful and heartfelt dialogue with folks. And that's what we want to do with Congresswoman Bachmann.
Okay, well, you've got 11 candidates now who are going to be in the race, 10, another one being added, some of whom do not take nearly as strong positions about gay rights and gay marriage as Michele Bachmann does. So there's no sense that you're meeting with her to possibly endorse her run. You're meeting with her because she's a presidential candidate. Maybe she'll be the nominee.
Look, our #1 goal between now and November of 2012 is defeating Barack Obama. And we plan on working with whoever the nominee of the Republican Party is, which means it's important for us to sit down and talk with, every one of the candidates who are running for president. And that's what we're doing. We're having some really phenomenal meetings with all of the candidates, talking about issues that are important to gay conservatives, talking about how we can be helpful and about the future of this country.
Would you, I mean, let me just play you this clip from the New Hampshire debate, and then we can talk about it on the other side. Just listen to this first.
John, I do support a constitutional amendment on marriage between a man and a woman, but I would not be going into the states to overturn their state law.
Okay, that's Michele Bachmann's position. If she were the nominee or someone with a view like that were the nominee, would you still work with that candidate to defeat Barack Obama? Does the fact that you're a conservative group overrule the fact that you might have to deal with somebody who does not support gay marriage?
Well, look, first off, our organization doesn't take a position on marriage outside of saying that it ought to be left to the states. And so, therefore, we oppose the type of constitutional amendment that Congresswoman Bachmann supports. It's too early at this point to be talking about whether or not who we would endorse or when we would endorse them.
No,
like
it's not really too early, actually, Chris.
It is. Well, our #1 goal.
If you are gay and you believe in gay rights, and there are a bunch of candidates who absolutely say they don't really support gay rights, it's not too early for me to ask you if you would support them or not as the presidential candidate. I mean,
first off, I think
no, you wouldn't support them. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
What I'd like to say is that there are a whole range of issues that impact gay people that go beyond marriage. Where does the candidate stand on things like the fair tax? Where do they stand on things like personal savings accounts and Social Security? Where do they stand on things like free market health care reforms? All of those things that would improve the lives of average gay people.
Most of the candidates running have views that you would share. I mean, you've got 10 points here, 10 legislative priorities, most of which actually deal with fiscal issues, most of which are traditionally conservative views, and most of the candidates in the race support them. So why wouldn't you just not deal with that? Why wouldn't you pick somebody who actually says, I can be fiscally conservative and I have no problem with gay rights?
One, I think that everything that's included in our 10-point agenda affects gay people. And so, when my partner and I sit down at night and we're talking about the issues that impact us, we're not talking about, hate crimes. What we're talking about is taxes and health care and retirement security. And that's the types of issues that are impacting average gay families all across this country.
Right.
So, of course, we want to meet with all the conservative candidates who are talking about those issues. And quite honestly, on the fiscal issues that impact gay people, Congresswoman Bachmann, has a good record. Obviously, we're troubled by some of the things that's been purported that she said, which is why it's important to sit down and talk with her. We want to sit down and talk with all of the GOP presidential candidates. Our #1 goal is defeating Barack Obama. At the end of the day, we're going to work to defeat this president.
Chris, I understand you've heard back from Michele Bachmann's campaign?
Yes, we actually heard back this morning. So we're in the beginning of that conversation. I think that's a positive step forward. I think Congresswoman Bachmann should welcome an opportunity to sit down and meet with us.
Are you going to ask her about Bachmann and Associates, the company she runs with her husband?
We're going to sit down. We're going to talk about a wide range of issues that would be important to
Wait, would that be one of the wide range of issues, given that you're gay and that she thinks she can make gay people straight through counseling?
I think there are a number of things that have been purported.
Would that be one of those?
I think there's a number of things that she's
running for president. Why are you dodging questions? I don't understand that.
First, I'm not dodging questions.
Are you going to ask her the question or not? If she were here in front of me, I'd absolutely 100% ask her about this business she runs with her husband to make gay people straight.
Well, first off, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to tell you what are the issues that are important to gay conservatives. And those are the issues that we're going to talk about with Congresswoman Bachmann.
I would think that
our
that's an
10-point
issue
legislative
that's
agenda.
of interest to gay conservatives, wouldn't you? Do you think you can counsel gay people into becoming straight?
I think there's a whole lot of issues that are important to gay conservatives.
Can you just answer the question, Chris? Do you think you can counsel gay people into becoming straight?
Well, I don't think that, no, I don't think you can counsel gay people into becoming straight. I also think that there are a whole bunch of issues. Look, this is a sideshow issue, and I know the media loves this issue. I know that it's a sideshow that distracts from the real issues, and you guys love it, and that's fine.
That's cool with me. As long as you're going to ask her, it doesn't matter. If you don't ask her, that's okay. You guys can support who you like. I'm just curious that you don't think that that's the overarching issue. But
well, of course, do you think that's the most important issue? You think at the end of the day, the most important issue to gay conservatives is whether or not Michele Bachmann's husband thinks that you can counsel somebody from gay to straight? You think that's the most important issue facing gay conservatives? This country is on the edge of fiscal ruin.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. All right. Well, Chris, thanks for talking to me. Chris Barron is the chairman of the board of GOproud.
Good conversation.